Airspeed is alive.
Airspeed alive. 44 is okay.
Start rotating. Oh, not too much of a wing dip though. Yeah. Good. Okay, a little more to the right so that we stay above the runway. Okay, that wasn't bad. You did pretty good on your rudder. It's just the wing started dipping a little bit.
Yep.
So if you feel that, you want to bring the wings back right away to level. Yeah.
High river broadcast time, Saturday, 14:46.
What's that?
That's in ZRE, it tends to do that. I'm not sure why.
Extra.
Okay, 400 feet above.
Can I take the heat off?
Yeah, you can take it.
Calgary International Airport, altimeter settings, 29.63 inches.
So how do you feel about making the radio call over Frank Lake?
Yeah, we can do it, yeah.
Okay, sure. So we're just over Frank Lake at our altitude and we're heading east, switching frequency.
Okay. Foothill traffic, Foxtrot Zulu Romeo Echo, overhead Frank Lake at 5,500, heading to the east, switching frequency.
Yeah, and here we're just, let's see, we're going to be doing, it's technically considered lower air work, so you could say lower air work, 5,500 and below.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frank Lake area, Foxtrot Zulu Romeo Echo, overhead Frank Lake at 5,500, doing some lower air work at 5,500 and below, Foxtrot Zulu Romeo Echo, Frank Lake area.
Awesome.
Country traffic, Cessna 172, Golf Victor Juliet Kilo is 8 to the west of Red Deer, northbound for just west of Gull Lake for some meter reading, 6,500. Golf Victor Juliet Kilo, Red Deer.
Traffic on 126.7 on the car stairs area, Cessna 172, Golf Papa Whiskey, 6,500 feet. Can we do some upper air work in the northeast quadrant of
Yeah, we're good to go.
20 minutes.
Very good. Oh, yeah, make sure you keep the turn going. There.
Oh, 240.
Just a little bit late
For the
recovering, but overall not too bad. So just two things I noticed. So actually three things. First one is you entered about 100 feet above, so you were maintaining your altitude, which is great, but we were just 100 feet above.
Yep.
Second thing is you want to make sure throughout the whole steep turn you try your best to keep 45 degrees, right on the dot. And then level out, you were actually quite close, but you want to do just a little bit earlier.
Yep.
So let's try it one more time.
Okay.
To the left, to heading of 060.
Okotoks traffic, this is Cessna Golf
Left, clear.
We are 5 miles west of Okotoks at 6,500.
Good, yeah, nice. Okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. That was better.
Yep.
That was much, much better. When you're basically keeping the turn going, try to add just some back pressure a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Just a little bit earlier, yeah. Because I think we dropped a little bit, and then
because I noticed we are a bit higher, so...
Oh, okay, that's
yeah,
why.
so
okay.
I drop it.
Okay, in that case, that's fine, yeah. But during the turn, just make sure you keep 45 degrees the whole way.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the second time is better, right?
Yeah, way better, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try one more, let's go.
Okay. To the left?
Sure, yeah, let's do it to the left.
Papa Bravo is currently 6 miles to the southeast of Bicycler at 7,500 and en route north to Camrose, Golf Sierra, Papa Bravo.
Yeah. We're adding in that back pressure, yeah, there you go. beautiful. That was so good.
Area.
That was much, much better.
Yep. Foxtrot Victor in the ANT, 8 miles north of the Bridge Airport, heading to Keyhole Lake, 6,500.
Let's try one to the right this time.
Okay, sounds good. Clear right.
Oh, climbed a little bit.
Oh, no. I climbed too much.
Yeah.
I need to do it again.
Yeah, no problem. Here, you can get back down to 6,000.
Yep.
Lake area traffic, Cessna 172, Golf Victor Juliet Kilo is to the west of Gull Lake, 5 miles southwest, 6,500. I'm doing some meter reading in the area, and I'll be working my way up to Ribby area, 6,500.
Because when we turn into the right, initially go into like pitch up a little bit, right?
So when you first turn to the right, you don't really want to add any back pressure, because if you do, then you're going to start climbing.
Yeah. I noticed, yeah.
So I recommend just get into the turn, you know, and then a few seconds in, you'll notice the nose will slowly start to come down. You gradually add in more and more back pressure.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
6,500 on route.
Yeah, I'll turn again.
Yeah, you can do one to the right again.
Right again.
10,500.
Clear.
Feel awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly, yeah. A little more turn though, all the way to 45. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you keep bringing it back to 30 degrees.
Oh.
Yeah.
No wonder. Yeah. Right hand side is harder.
But that was better though. Like the way you entered it was better. We're getting there, okay.
At least I'm not climbing that much.
Yeah. Okay, let's try again. To the right.
Right. To the right.
Yeah. Go all the way to 45. Beautiful, yeah. All the way to 45. Good. Perfect, that's perfect.
26.7 traffic in the...
Oh my gosh, wow. That was much better.
That's better than first time.
Brooks at 10.5 Brooks.
Yeah, it's still rusty for the first time.
Here, our control. Okay, so I'm going to show you a forward slip. Okay. So we know the wind is coming from the west, from the left.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to slow down, right? Because it's below 100, take off flaps. And this whole procedure you want to do slightly fast. So, you know, as soon as I'm in the white arc, then I put my landing flaps, and then I'll get right into it. So power idle. And then left aileron, and then right rudder. And you'll see we'll start descending. So sometimes you'll need a bit less of it, but that's basically a forward slip. And then to recover, you just release the controls and then add back in power. Actually, I don't even know if the wind's coming from the left now, because
Control.
I'll just trim it properly for you. There you go. Okay, and you can start slowing down.
Going down to about 17?
Yeah, 17 is good, yeah. Don't worry about the altitude in this, it's just a matter of practicing, so don't worry if we climb the descent.
Yeah, sounds good.
I mean, we will descend, but... Okay, below 100 you can put your takeoff flaps. Good. And then let's just keep slowing down a little more. Yeah, we can even feel ourselves drifting right now.
Yeah. So we are in the white arc.
Okay. So landing flaps.
Landing flaps.
Okay, and let's use that road as a reference. Imagine that's the runway.
This road?
Yeah,
Okay.
or just these parallel lines.
Okay.
So use some right aileron and then some left rudder.
Left rudder?
Yeah. And try to keep the nose down. A little more left rudder. more left rudder. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, oh, not too much nose down though. Yeah. Keeping the aileron. There we go. That's a real forward slip. Okay. You see that?
Yep.
Okay, and you can release the controls now. There might be a bit of a movement, but that's fine. And there you go.
It feels very awkward.
It does feel very awkward. That's normal. Forward slips feel very strange, but yeah, you're good to overshoot. So full power. No, so full power, level off. Yeah, and now you can put takeoff flaps and we can climb back up.
Early air traffic.
100.
Golf Junior Foxtrot, Morley area, 10,000 below practicing
The wind is coming from here.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, because we can feel it push. Okay. A little more back pressure, and you can trim along the way too, which should help. Yeah, yeah.
267 traffic in the Three Hills area, damage for
and now power idle.
To the south of the town of Three Hills.
And then ailerons into the wind and left rudder. Yeah, and a bit of nose down now. There you go. You want quite a bit of input, so more left rudder, but not as much nose down. Yeah, there you go. Okay, but not too much aileron, so you see you have to adjust for it along the way, basically. Okay, let's overshoot.
Overshoot?
Yeah. Oh, full power. Or recover, I guess.
Yep.
Level out, take off flaps. There you go.
Better?
Yeah, a little better. The only thing is we'll keep practicing with how much input you need.
Okay.
Because sometimes you have to adjust for it a little bit.
Yeah.
So in our case, I think you didn't have enough left rudder because we were almost turning to the right.
Oh, okay.
And then once you added in the left rudder,
yeah.
Then our nose was kind of too far down.
Okay.
So it's all about adjusting for
coordinating.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Slow down?
We'll start slowing down, yep. And yeah, let's try to use that small road kind of as a reference.
Okay.
Good.
And we do this for slip. We'll try to aim the road. Is it?
No, so your nose will be sideways, but we want to track basically the road as if it was a runway. Yeah.
Air traffic, Papa Warrior, Golf, Quebec, Golf, Foxtrot, external pacing, multiple miles to the
okay, and you can bring power idle.
Power idle.
Okay, and then left aileron. And then right rudder. Yeah, yeah, more right rudder. Even more right rudder. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, a little more left aileron. There you go. That's a forward slip.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you can recover.
Cover.
Yeah. There you go. You got it down, yep. I know it's the most awkward looking exercise ever.
Yeah. I don't know, I'll call it unnatural. Like,
you learn really fast, that's good.
It's weird.
That's really good. It does feel unnatural though. Okay, let's climb back up to, let's just climb up to 5,000.
Okay.
Thing down, but you're still tracking the same, track.
Yeah.
Whereas a side slip, you're just dipping into the wind and using rudder to keep the nose straight. But your wing is down a little bit, so.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna show you a side slip. Okay. So I control. So again, we can feel the wind pushing us already. So okay, let's say the runway's right in front of us. Okay.
2020 nautical miles off
This
over Key.
the roll, right?
Yeah, let's say it's between the brown field and the yellow field.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna get down. So again, I'm gonna set up kind of similar. Technically you can do it without flaps, but like you're not gonna feel it as well, so I'll just show you with flaps.
Okay.
So 100 takeoff flaps. You'll see this one is definitely less input, but kind of the same idea. Okay, landing flaps, so imagine we're on final, we're landing. So power idle or close to idle, a little bit of right aileron and some left rudder. I'll get back on it. So you see, like this. Okay, I know I'm not right on center here, but I'm going straight, right? So that's what you're looking for. And then recover, you just release it, full power, level off, take off flaps, and now you can climb. So yeah, kind of similar to the previous one we did, except we don't purposely lose altitude like that.
Yep.
We just kind of let it go down. Okay.
But side slip is mostly to, the purpose of it is try to like countering the wind and try to stay the track, right? Down
Yeah,
track.
exactly, yeah. A side slip is basically just when you're landing in a crosswind. That's it. Otherwise you don't need a side slip because you would go off the runway.
Yep.
So. Yeah.
But we can crab it as well, right? We don't necessarily.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's another technique you can do is crab in and then line yourself up last minute. You can do either or.
Okay.
I personally like to keep in the side slip because then I'm just focused on landing.
Yeah.
But if it's like a strong crosswind, sometimes it's better to just crab in the whole way and then just do it last minute. Otherwise, like your leg will get a little sore at that point. So. Okay, you have control.
Cool.
So let's just try to do the same thing. At this point, it doesn't really matter which road we pick as long as you just stay straight because we have a reference already. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Okay.
We're just using the takeoff flap, right?
You can actually go all the way to lining flaps.
Okay.
For this one here. And yeah, in this one you can still leave a little bit of power. You don't have to go power idle.
Okay.
Because when we're landing, we don't really go all the way power idle.
Yep. So we want to do
Yeah, so a bit of right aileron and left rudder so that the nose is nice and straight. Little more left rudder. No, left rudder.
left, yeah.
More left rudder. So that the nose, yeah, there you go. Even more left rudder. There you go. That's how you correct for a crosswind. That's a crosswind landing.
The aileron is just slightly, right?
Yeah, the aileron is slightly dipped, but what matters is we're maintaining straight, a straight track to land on the runway. Because if we're landing sideways, well, that's not good. So
like kind of the wrong way will be here, but our nose is actually here. Kind of.
yeah,
We are moving currently along
So-
the wrong way.
exactly, yeah. As long as you're going nice and straight, you know. I know we don't have a runway as a reference here, but yeah, that's what you're looking for. Okay, you can overshoot.